Paul Johnson Interactive. Illustrative interactivity, creating aesthetic interactive experiences, influencing people with code and media, can be found at www.pj-i.com. Let's take a look at the Paul Johnson Interactive website found at www.pj-i.com. The first thing you'll notice as the website loads are two dynamic picture frames that load recent interactive samples and links to them, as well as the front placard board, which acts as a site menu to the various sections of the site. Profile, the portfolio section, a way to contact PJI, and of course the freebies. Also, there's a link to the PJI blog, which is updated regularly. And in the lower section of the website is a repeat menu. And the ability to turn on and off the background ambient noise. Phone number, as well as a way to tell a friend about the website, to sign up for the newsletter, or to get the code to link to the Paul Johnson Interactive site. The site makes it easy to tell a friend or an associate about the Paul Johnson website and have them automatically sent an email with the link and the service descriptions of Paul Johnson Interactive. Obviously, you need to enter your name, your email address, and your friend's email address. This is accomplished in Flash with the help of PHP server-side scripting and storing the data in a MySQL database. Clicking the send button will give you a confirmation telling you the server has accepted the email and has sent it on to your friend. You may also sign up for the PJI newsletter, as well as have access to the HTML code that will help you link your web page or your site to the PJI site. Let's take a look at the icon link. By grabbing the URL out of this code and pasting it into the browser, you can see where you'll have a link to the PJI site with this beautiful little turquoise blue PJI logo. Let's give one of the random links a try. Clicking on the picture will take you to the intro page of the demo and then on to the live version of the portfolio sample. Let's take a look at the profile section. This section profiles the PJI's client list as well as the skill set. Selecting one of the skill sets will take you to that particular section of the portfolio, either interactive or illustration. You can see that PJI has done work for a myriad of Fortune 500 companies, and presence can be found on the Facebook, link to the alumni page, as well as my LinkedIn page. Let's take a look at the portfolio section found under the work. You can see as it loads in the hallway of the hotel, the various capabilities of illustration and various capabilities of interactive are presented. Clicking on one will take you to that particular portfolio. Let's take a look at the illustration portfolio. First thing you notice when you come to the illustration portfolio is the HD TV and the remote control. This is using Slideshow Pro to go through the various sections of the illustration portfolio. Each illustration sample is automatically zoomed in to reveal detail for you in the slideshow. You may change the section of the illustration portfolio you are viewing by rolling over the buttons on the remote control. Selecting one of these buttons will take you to the new slideshow representing this particular style of illustration. In this particular case, the traditional illustration portfolio. Paul Johnson Interactive is unique in the fact that we combined programming capabilities in Flash with the ability to do high-end graphics and illustration. Looking through the various illustration portfolios, you can see that the abilities include collage, 3D modeling, traditional media styles, expert Photoshop effects, and the hybrid illustrations created by using combinations of the other technologies. Let's take a look at the interactive portfolio from Paul Johnson Interactive. As the portfolio loads, you'll notice that you'll see sets of 9 samples. Each sample is dynamically linked to a larger description of that sample, and in most cases takes you to a linked live version of that sample. You can also move to the next set of 9 or back to the previous set of 9. Let's take a look at a large detail of one of the samples. See, it loads and is again giving you the option to visit the link online to see the live version, and in the meantime is scrolling through showing you various shots of that sample. Now let's take a look at the contact section. Let's go to the chalkboard and draw out our contact form. You can see it requires a name, email address, your comments, optionally signing up for the newsletter, and then of course sending the contact form in. Also in this section is maps to PJI. You can see we're located in the Midwest, in the Great Lakes area, MapQuest map or Google Map. And finally you can go to the request quote form and fill in the name, email, phone, describe your project, its deadline, and if you need to talk to me as soon as possible. I'll be automatically notified immediately via email. Let's take a look at the free stuff section. This is an area where PJI gives away free graphics for desktop patterns, as well as links to inspirational sites and technical books of interest. Let's take a look at the blog. The Paul Johnson Interactive blog is a place to keep up to date on various projects and the goings-on of Paul Johnson Interactive.